Hello, this is Paul from RankWyz. Well, in fact, RankWyz and SideWyz, and it's been a little bit over 48 hours since I posted my first video with the use case, and I already have some progress, some changes, nice progress, and I just decided to share it with you. I covered the idea for use case in the previous video, so that I'll try to sum it up just briefly. The idea is to test how indeed important it is to build a blog network using expired domains, high authority expired domains versus fresh domains. Like what it is behind those metrics. So we take it, it's brain wired, so that we have to take them with the high metrics, and we use them, and especially those who teaches PBN, so they come up with a new twist, so that it just always looks like a new secret coming out how to do this. And especially like it's a separate topic on the footprints. I see like so much voodoo type of myths of that, like of footprints and the secrets. Like, but again, so having footprints aside, so that let's talk about metrics. Metrics represents the quality of link profile. So they coming out of third-party companies that do link crawling, like, and we all know, so that it's Moz, Majestic, Ahrefs. So they query links, and they build a profile for every domain of existing links, and then they come up with the metrics to identify quality of the linking profile. So the idea is that, let's say you take 1 million of keywords, and for every keyword you take the top X results, and you analyze linking profile, and you build a correlation. You say that, if I oversimplified it, I would say if in 70% of the cases the top 3 domain have a link from Wikipedia, so it means that link from Wikipedia is extremely important, and it makes sense. So like scale it up to the much more complex, way more complex. I'm not trying to say that, it's just the algorithm is simple to way complex approach. They just find that they're adding more and more criteria how to analyze linking profiles, and say that, well, this linking, so this domain has linking profile, and they add a number, so it gives me immediate idea of how this domain's links are compared to other domains. And when we buy expired domain with the existing metrics, it means we inherit domain with existing links. So if they are good, so we don't need to spend time, like maybe months or even years, building good links. So we get this domain, so we build the site, and all of a sudden we already have links that are coming from all over the high quality authority sites. Voila! So there's no need for do backlinking, or like continue backlinking, but you don't need to break a sweat. So how you get a link from Wikipedia or any high profile sites, you already have them, right? So this is metrics, but Google doesn't read those metrics, and those metrics are without a doubt, if not 100%, but mainly built based on the link profile. So they don't they probably, I wouldn't be surprised that they do analyze on site as well, but it is primarily linking profile. Of course, they don't do anything, they metrics don't do anything with the content and other criteria that Google will consider important. And at the same time, we know it, it's not a secret that Google does everything to move away from ranking site based on linking profile. It's not a secret, everyone knows this, that they moving away from using link profile as a main criteria. And even more, like if we project it like years forward, so I'm pretty sure the goal, like everyone knows, the goal is just to some point say, that's it, we don't care about links. So they count more and more on the content. They evaluate the quality of and relevance of the content, and user interaction, user activities on the site, and more and more of that. And of course, content today, whatever value, like a domain with the citation flow, trust flow, page authority brings in today, that will be like, will just naturally have a less value in the future as Google pays less and less attention to the backlinks. And again, I'm not in any way trying to say that backlinks don't work or will stop working in the near future. I'm just saying so that the typical PBN approach that especially being preached in the PBN courses, that were like 90% of the spend of the person spends on selecting domains and just going around and doing this calculation metrics and all stuff, and after that like spends like 5 minutes and even more. Some go even to extreme and say content is not important. I'm not going to tell names, but there are some big names behind this statement, so that content is not important, so that like the only concern is that to make the sites are different like from each other. Like, come on, think like Google. If you're looking at the like 500 million top level domains, 500 million domains, it's I don't know exact numbers, but I think Moz reported of crawling 500 million domains, and with subdomains it's just like billions and billions of domains. Are you indeed thinking that someone just say that, well, like those 12 looks somewhat similar, so they probably like those 12 somewhat similar? Of course, I'm not saying that there's no footprint, but I'm just saying footprint is just taking way too much out of the common sense to the how much it is important for PBN, while what is my view and most important content is usually takes to the last chapter, saying, oh, like now you post a few articles, and it's like, as I said, some even go to the extent saying that it's not important. All right, I was hoping to make it short, but when I start I can't stop talking about these. So now the idea, I have five existing domains and they exist in metrics. Someone will like who just keen on metrics will jump and say they not high enough. It's not about how, like there's no cutting edge after that. It's just high enough. Like they okay, they exist in metrics when I build them, and I was really proud of showing the results how high those 5 sites are ranking for all local keywords. Really dominating. Like there's no single keyword I was targeting that they are not in the top first or second page. And I added 6 more, and you can tell that by name: electrician, Aquel, electrical. So I use my creative, and it was very late, so when I was coming up with the names, so there's like 6. I used most of the domains are .com, one .me domain, and by coincidence one of the domain I come up with the name with, Intel Electrical, is happened to be expired domain. So it has some metrics. So I added them all, and as I said, so I'm going to build them in exactly the same way. They added in the same network on the sideways. They will be added in the RankWyz to post the content, same content. They will be promoted in the same way. And if linking or existing link profile help them to that, in a few weeks I will see that those sites will continue rank better, like because existing links contribute to them to SERPs, or might be not. Might be those sites will perform as well as others, and that will question that. Like I probably will be looking for another reason why I would keep adding expired domains versus fresh domains, because like you can get good domain, you can get manually banned domain. Like I mean again, so like those domains could be dropped for quite a long time. So Majestic and Ahrefs and Moz don't see that, they don't count on this. Like I mean, if there are links built to this domain, let's say for this specific domain like 3 years ago before it was dropped, and they're still there, they still crawl these links, they said, well, this linking profile is still good, but we don't know if Google thinks the same way, because the domain was dropped and it was just not available for a very long time. It's just coming back like in 2-3 years, and we assume that those links are still valued. So probably they are, but let's test this. Like 5 domains, 5 more. You can see the posting set with RankWyz, and it's set to a little bit too extreme. It's just posting every hour. That's why you can see that it just said it's roughly 48 hours since I started posting, and you can see that there's an indexing already on all domains. I use random themes, and again the same familiar content with the all electrical. random themes, and some I used contact form on all of them, and some I used Google Map pointing to the location, like kind of closer to where the site's supposed to be, and it's mimicked. And they all very well indexed. After like I have 5-10 posts, I use video sitemap to submit it to Google, and literally within an hour I had all the posts indexed. It's very nice and powerful. So you can look up so that how you can add video sitemap to the Google, because RankWyz has a built-in video sitemap for all sites. You don't need to create it. You don't need to any plugin separately. So now I'm going to RankWyz, where I have more metrics. This is overall the project, and I put them in two separate. This is original RankWyz PBN 5 blocks, and this is new one, so that I can compare them, how they perform. The posting is set up to use exactly the same content that the blocks are posting with the RankWyz content mill, and then will be backlinked with the Web 2 network and Web 3 network. The only difference is that when I was promoting this one, this Web 2 network wasn't as staged as it is now, but those links are still pointing to RankWyz PBN, the original one, and I continue backlinking them so that technically those links are pretty much similar, same. Remember, 48 hours, not only all of those blocks are indexed, but you can see that out of 6, 5 are ranking, and overall 154 URLs are ranking in Google. Like 48 hours later, and you can see even more. 5 of them are in top 10. 48 out of 75 in I'm tracking 75 keywords. 5 in top 10, 48 hours later, 48 in the top 100, and 55 like in the SERP results. That's very impressive. If I go to rank tracker, I guess say it so that I was expecting there will be the results, but you can see that there's a movement, and it's just literally only a few days since 2 days since the monitor is going, so that you can see that out of 6 domains, this one is ranking for, see how many keywords? Like this number is just not updated yet. So like, see, this is all domains, and you can see like second page, third page, second page, like none of them on the first page. If I open specifically every site, surprisingly .me is not ranking. I don't know, I'm not drawing any conclusions yet. You can see the total number of posts, like 40 something, and the today, as I said, they all said to be posted like every hour. This is a little bit too extreme, and this is not I would do if it's not a use case, but it works so far. If I go to rank tracker tab, electrician, that's my creativity, and you can see that 31 keywords are ranking. You can see there's a lot of up movement. So original idea was to test if I can, in a short amount of time, can build up authority metrics of those domains to the level of the ones I acquire. So it means like if it is reasonable effort, so I might just say, well, isn't it easy to build new one that is mined without inheritance like domains, if by any estimation of third-party companies the metrics will be exactly the same, and I can assume that it will be as powerful. So this has 19 keywords ranking, and again you can see a lot of upward up to the 2 of them on the first page, and so on and so on. So this one has most of the 3 keywords in the top 10 and 20 in top 6. So there's a dance, but there are a lot of up movements. 48 hours 48 hours later. So basically this is the use case, as I said. So we'll see how it progresses. So I only started doing backlinking, and I will continue at some point stop posting on this PBN, but I continue doing backlinking. I already enabled traffic and search simulation, and I need to more case studies for this, use case studies, but I'm pretty sure it is very there. Oh, this is the one that is old PBN, and this is a new one. I go settings, and you can see that already enabled simulation, and I have SERP backlinking. SERP backlinking is when as soon as Blue start ranking, let's say I have a specific URL that's ranking for a specific keyword, the system will pick and send this URL with this using Anchor as this down to the lower block network. So basically, it start building up power for the URLs that already ranking. So, and as a result, they progress up and resolve SERPs much faster because they put in more focus on the backlinking URLs that already start ranking. So overall, so it's again, so it's not exact how to do it in RankWyz, how to do it in SideWyz, but you can see it's very interesting use case, and I will continue updating it with the progress this. And hey, we all together can draw a conclusion. Might be in 2-3 weeks of seeing that. By the way, if I go to there's 5 blogs, so you can see that they ranking for 45, 44, like roughly same number of keywords. Interesting, very similar number of keywords in Google, 42, 47, 45, 44, and the new one just in 48 hours are in the range of 10 and some are top in 20. So we'll see if like how it's going to be in 2-3 weeks, and especially it will be interesting to see when the Moz next will just run the next update. If it's a little bit short, 2 weeks too short to build any decent update, but still we'll see how it will be compared to the ones I acquired, dropped, and how quickly I was able to build the domains with the ranking and link profile metrics similar to ones I bought from the market. Thank you for watching, and it will be interesting to hear your feedback.